Bhagavad Gita Chapter 5, Karma Vairagya Yoga, the Yoga of Renunciation of Action. Arjuna said, O Krishna, you praise the path of selfless action, but you also speak of renunciation. Tell me clearly which path is better. Lord Krishna said, both the path of selfless action, Karma Yoga, and the path of renunciation, Sannyasa Yoga, lead to the ultimate goal. But of the two, Karma Yoga is superior to the path of renunciation. The wise, while performing their duties with a selfless attitude, attain liberation. However, those who renounce their duties and responsibilities out of delusion do not attain perfection. No one can achieve freedom by merely renouncing actions. True renunciation is giving up the attachment to the results of actions and performing one's duties with dedication. One who is free from all attachments and egoistic desires, and who is unaffected by success or failure, is a true renunciant, even though they may be engaged in various actions. The sages perceive the self within and recognize that the body, senses, and mind are instruments of action. They act without attachment, knowing that the true self is beyond these physical elements. Those who are self-controlled and have their minds fixed on the self can perform their prescribed duties without attachment, and they are not affected by sins or virtues. Performing actions as a service to the divine, and surrendering the fruits of those actions to the divine, the self-realized beings attain a state of eternal peace and liberation. One who is not attached to anything and has a balanced mind in both happiness and distress, fear and affection, and who is free from all dualities, is truly liberated. The wise, who are unaffected by pleasure and pain, view gold and stones, friends and foes, the virtuous and the sinful, with equal vision. Knowing that the external world is temporary and impermanent, the self-realized souls seek the eternal and unchanging truth of the self. The pleasures that arise from contact with the senses are temporary and lead to sorrow. The wise do not rejoice in such fleeting happiness, instead, they seek eternal joy within. O Arjuna, just as a tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell, the self-realized beings withdraw their senses from the external world and find peace within. The desires that arise from the mind are the cause of attachment and bondage. One who can control the mind and senses attains freedom from these desires and finds true happiness. The wise, who are free from ego and dualities, who have conquered their minds, and who are devoted to the welfare of all beings, attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The self-realized beings see the same divine presence in all living beings and see their own self in all. They are free from jealousy and selfishness and are established in universal love. For them, there is no difference between a learned scholar, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or a dog-eater. They see the divine presence in all beings and treat everyone with equal respect. Those who have attained self-realization and are free from desires and attachments attain the highest bliss and live in harmony with the world. They perform their duties without any selfish motives and surrender the fruits of their actions to the divine. Such selfless actions lead to liberation. Having transcended the pairs of opposites, such as pleasure and pain, success and failure, heat and cold, they remain balanced and unaffected by the ups and downs of life. Those who are established in wisdom, who are free from attachment and aversion, and who have their minds fixed on the divine, attain the supreme peace. Having realized the self, they become free from all bondage and attain liberation. They see the divine presence everywhere and find joy in serving all beings. With their minds and intellect fully absorbed in the divine, they experience the ultimate bliss and attain union with the eternal truth.